Captain Finn, a brave and scruffy seagull, was perched on the roof of an ancient lighthouse when a gust of wind revealed a hidden surprise. The wind ruffled through the old shingles and revealed a dusty old treasure map tucked under a weathered piece of wood. Intrigued, Captain Finn carefully tugged the map free with his beak, flapping his wings excitedly. A treasure map! Oh, what a splendid find! Captain Finn squawked joyfully. He quickly soared over the shimmering sea to share this exciting discovery with his best friend, Shelley the turtle. Shelley was a wise and patient sea turtle who lived in a cozy underwater cave filled with colorful corals and playful fish. When Captain Finn arrived, flapping and flustered, Shelley knew something special was about to happen. "Shelley, you won't believe what I found. A real treasure map," Captain Finn exclaimed, his eyes sparkling with excitement. He unfurled the map in front of Shelley, who eyed it with wonder and a hint of skepticism through her seaweed spectacles. The map was faded and covered in salty stains, but the path was clear. X marked the spot on a hidden island buried in tales of old. With a destination set, their adventure began. Captain Finn packed some fishy snacks for their journey, while Shelley made sure to carry a small bag of jelly beans, her favorite treat. Their path was filled with lively waves and singing wind. They encountered playful dolphins that guided them through the sea and sneaky crabs who tried to snatch the map. Through stormy nights and golden sunsets, the duo pressed on with determination. Shelley's wisdom and calm nature helped them solve tricky puzzles along the way, while Captain Finn's speed and courage got them out of tight spots. Finally, after what felt like an endless journey, they reached the secret island. With a combination of Shelley's wisdom and Captain Finn's adventurous spirit, they found the ancient chest buried beneath a wise, old palm tree. Inside, instead of gold or jewels, they found something even more valuable, a set of colorful paints and brushes, with a note that read, "For those with the heart of an explorer, the world is your canvas." The treasure turned out to be an invitation to create and explore together, reminding them that the real treasure is the journey and the friendships made along the way. Once upon a time, in a sparkling sea that shimmered like a jewel, two friends, Mia the dolphin and Ollie the sea turtle, found themselves swimming near the edge of the jellyfish maze. The maze was known for its beauty, with enormous jellyfish that floated silently like glowing lanterns suspended in the deep blue sea. But it was also known for being tricky and confusing, for once you entered, finding your way out was a true adventure. One sunny morning, curious and brave, Mia and Ollie decided to explore the maze. They were equipped with a mysterious map they had found washed up on the shore, supposedly drafted by an old sailor who once navigated the maze many years ago. The map was tattered and a little blurry, but it was their only guide. As they entered the maze, Mia and Ollie were awestruck by the sight of the jellyfish. The sea around them glowed in colors of pink and blue and purple, creating a mesmerizing kaleidoscope of lights. The jellyfish drifted lazily above and around them, occasionally shifting their slipper-like bodies to gently change the maze. Look there, Ollie. Mia pointed at the map clutched in her flipper. I think the first clue says we need to find the jellyfish shaped like a starfish. Squinting with his turtle eyes, Ollie nodded. I think you're right, Mia. Let's keep going this way. And with that, they swam towards the cluster of glowing forms that looked starfish-like. As they navigated, following various clues on the map, cool twists and turns awaited them. They saw jellyfish shaped like crowns, some like giant mushrooms, and one even seemed to look like a dancing ballerina. Each clue brought them deeper into the maze. At one point, they were surrounded by jellyfish that formed a circular path. They stopped, feeling puzzled, until Ollie noticed another clue on the map. Swim through the circle, and the exit shall be near. Excitedly, Mia and Ollie swam through the circle. More jellyfish danced above them, forming a trail that led straight out of the maze. They emerged into the open expanse of the sea, bubbling with excitement and joy. We did it, Mia. We navigated the jellyfish maze. Ollie cheered. Mia grinned. Thanks to the clues and a little teamwork, we found our way. Let's come back again someday. And so, with happy hearts and promises for future adventures, Mia and Ollie swam back towards the horizon, where the sun was setting in a blaze of orange and gold, leaving the magical jellyfish maze behind. Once upon a time, in the sparkling blue waters of the Jellyfish Bay, lived Ollie, a cheerful and friendly octopus who loved riddles. One sunny morning, Ollie received an important message in a bottle. The message revealed a treasure map, but the only way to uncover the next clue on the map was through solving a riddle hidden deep in the reef of mysteries. Ollie was thrilled and decided to embark on this very exciting adventure. He swam gracefully with 8 wiggly legs, wearing a wide smile. Along the way, Ollie encountered a curious group of ocean friends, Shelley the sea turtle, Finn the dolphin, and Luna the starfish. Each of them was excited to join Ollie on this treasure hunt. Finally, they arrived at the magical reef of mysteries, where the water shimmered like crystal. Suddenly, a giant conch shell began to glow, and out emerged the wise old octopus named Oracle. To succeed and find the treasure true, answer this riddle that I give to you, Oracle declared, his voice echoing through the water. Ollie and his friends gathered close, eager to hear the riddle. Oracle continued, it has keys but opens no locks. It has space but no room. You can enter, but it's not a door. What is it? Ollie scratched his head with one of his tentacles. A riddle indeed, he exclaimed. All his friends pondered, each swimming in circles, trying to make sense of the riddle. Luna the starfish tapped one of her arms to think, Shelley slowly nodded along with the rhythm of the ocean current, and Finn flipped joyfully through thoughts. Then, after what felt like an eternity in the sea, Ollie's eyes sparkled. I've got it, he cried out joyfully. It's a keyboard. It has keys, there's a space bar but no room, and you can enter as in hitting the enter key. Oracle beamed proudly, and with a swish of his tentacles, the next part of the map appeared, shimmering with the promise of hidden gold. Well done, young Ollie. Go forth and find your adventure. And so, with cheers of joy and a newfound clue in their tentacles and flippers, Ollie and his friends waved goodbye to the wise Oracle, eager for the journey that awaited them. As they swam off into the coral-dappled paradise, their laughter echoed through the deep blue, leaving a trail of bubbles that shimmered in the sunlight. Once upon a time, under the shimmering blue waves of the Great Sea, there lived a clever crab named Claus. Claus was the guardian of a grand treasure chest filled with golden coins, sparkling jewels, and ancient trinkets from forgotten times. His home, a cozy cove just beyond the coral reef, was a bustling hub for sea creatures, and Claus was famous among them all. Now, one bright, sunny morning, Captain Finn, a daring young seahorse, set out on an adventure to find Claus' treasure. With his hat perched jauntily atop his head and his heart full of courage, he arrived at the cove, eyes wide with excitement. He had heard tales of the mighty treasure from the wise old turtle, Sir Shellington, and was determined to uncover it. But Captain Finn knew the rules of the sea. To gain treasure, you must first prove your worth. Claws peered out from his rocky hideaway as Captain Finn approached and clicked his claws in curiosity. "Hello, Captain Finn," said Claws in his deep, burbling voice. His eyes twinkled with mischief, but his heart was warm. "I see you've come to claim the treasure. But before you do, you must demonstrate a true act of kindness." Captain Finn nodded eagerly, eager to prove his valor. Just then, he noticed a little starfish named Stella struggling to untangle herself from a patch of clingy seaweed just beyond the tide pool. Without a second thought, Captain Finn zipped over to Stella. "Let me help you," he said kindly. With patience and care, he gently worked the seaweed free until Stella was able to wiggle her last arm loose. "Thank you, Captain Finn," Stella exclaimed, her eyes shining gratefulness. Claws watched the scene from afar, and a wide smile spread across his face. It wasn't just about finding the treasure, it was about being the kind of creature who could share that treasure with an open heart. As Captain Finn returned, Claws clapped his claws loudly in approval. "You've shown great kindness, Captain Finn. The treasure is yours to open." With bated breath, Captain Finn swam to the chest, his heart pounding in anticipation. He lifted the lid, and there it was, the treasure that shone brighter than the sun's rays through the water. But now Captain Finn knew its real worth lay not just in gold and gems, but in the kindness and friendships he had found along the way. And so, under Claw's watchful gaze, Captain Finn and his new friend Stella celebrated together, each richer in spirit than when the day began. Once upon a time in the sparkling waters of Coral Cove lived Captain Finn, a wise old turtle with a heart as vast as the ocean. He wore a shiny shell that glimmered under the sun and carried with him tales of incredible adventures across the seas. Captain Finn was loved by all the creatures of the underwater world. One day, there was excitement bubbling in the waves. Captain Finn had found a mysterious map while exploring the ancient shipwrecks. This map was said to guide whoever held it to a hidden treasure lost in the depths of the sea. The map was decorated with ancient symbols and arrow lines leading to a large X that marked the spot. Captain Finn gathered his dear friends, Lola the playful dolphin, Briny the wise old crab, and Flash the speedy seahorse. Together, they embarked on an exhilarating treasure hunt following the clues and directions on the map. They traveled through glowing kelp forests, around the swirling currents of the coral labyrinth, and even stopped by the singing anemones who sang directions in their melodious voices. Finally, guided by the stars and with a sneak peek at the moon, they reached the spot marked with an X. The sand was a little uneven, and they could sense something special buried beneath. After a big heave from Lola and a tug from Briny, up popped an old, weathered chest crusted with coral. With twinkling eyes, Captain Finn carefully opened the chest. Inside, it was filled to the brim with shimmering golden seashells and adorned pearls, treasures of untold beauty. Captain Finn, with a wide smile and warmth in his heart, declared, "This treasure belongs to all of Coral Cove." The entire reef community gathered with gleeful splashes and joyful dances as Captain Finn and his friends shared the treasure with everyone. Each sea creature received a gleaming shell or a shiny pearl, a memento of their united home and shared happiness. From that day, the story of Captain Finn's shared treasure became a cherished tale passed down through generations. And the golden seashells and pearls continued to bring joy and sparkle to Coral Cove, reminding everyone of the day when friendship and generosity painted a beautiful masterpiece in their underwater world.